First alert forecast.
Outside of the small amounts of snow that we've seen since yesterday, this period that we've entered has been relatively quiet and dry, and that's going to continue as we go into the weekend after lake effect snow showers depart later today. It's going to lead to temperatures continuing to rise, highs expected into the 40s as we go into next week. Right now, definitely doesn't feel like it because we're only sitting at 14 degrees and with winds that have picked up out of the west at 17 miles an hour throughout the day today and even starting as early as yesterday. We've seen those wind chills yet again take a dive. We're sitting below zero at the moment. Those feels like at -3. We will continue to see temperatures warming up though as we go throughout the rest of the day today. As we go throughout the rest of the week and even the weekend, those temperatures continue to climb every single day. Now we do still have a couple lake effect snow flurries right now, but again, as we go throughout the afternoon, we'll start to wind down. We're not expecting to see any kind of major accumulations left over. Most of us have only seen around about an inch, maybe a little bit more in some localized areas. That still looks to be the trend as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening, with lake effect snow really starting to wind down overnight, maybe 1 or 2 snow flurries lingering into the day tomorrow. But outside of that, not really expecting to see much more. A couple tenths of an inch, maybe if you're to the north and west of Fort Wayne where those lake effect snow bands can set up and be a little bit stronger and a little bit more prevalent throughout the day. You might get closer towards an additional inch of snow. But most of us only expecting maybe a couple more tenths of an inch, another coating on your car. If you don't go out for lunch or have been at work all day, you might see an extra coating on your car that you had to brush off this morning. You might have to do that again before you go home later tonight, but not really much more than that. And the biggest news here is going to be our temperatures. Over the last 6 days, we've seen one day that was just at average of 37 degrees, every other day below average. But now we're starting to see those temperatures warm up. Our average now going into these next 6 days is very close to 40 degrees. And even though these next 3 days were below average, starting next week, those highs up into the low to mid 40s means 3 days above average. But after that, we're looking to trend right around average throughout next week. Our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook suggests we're pretty much going to be right around where that average is. So even though we're going to start off a little bit above average, we're going to even out throughout most of next week. And looking at the rest of that 7-day forecast, there's not really much more to talk about. We enter a very dry and much more mild period going into next week. Some sunny skies returning tomorrow after snow showers depart tonight, highs into the 30s for the weekend. And as we go into the start of next week, that cloud coverage returns, maybe 1 or 2 light rain chances, but those highs up into the 40s.
Michael, thank you. Now to a couple